Okay, hi, I'm back for hexagon number 4. This is probably one of my favorite hexagons. It worked up really, really quickly. It was one of those things that I could watch TV and do without having to put too much thought into it. It is a beautiful hexagon. It's kind of a lacy hexagon, so for those individuals who don't like the lace sort of look, we have a number of alternatives posted in the group that you can choose from. Because of the way that the hexagon is worked, Carrie Beth has recommended for her own, for her sanity, she is choosing to do these hexagons all in one color. Just because if you were to change colors every round or even every other round, that's going to be a lot of ends to weave in, and because of the lacy look, there's not very many places to weave them, so it could get daunting, to say the least. For this hexagon, all you really need to know is how to work in the round, so your magic circle or alternative, you all know my favorite. You need to know how to chain, you need to know how to half double crochet, double crochet, and slip stitch. That's it. Those are basic stitches, double crochet and half double crochets. Very simple, very easy. No special stitches are needed, and you need to know how to count. But you pretty much only need to know how to count, I think, until 3, so we should be good. So again, I'm using my 5mm hook. I'm using my impeccable yarn in light brown so that you guys can see the stitches. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I will not be changing any colors. So the pattern reads, starts with a magic loop or alternative. My alternative is chain 1. I work all my stitches into that first chain. And then you are going to chain 6, which counts as your double crochet and chain 3. So we all know that 1, 2, 3 counts as a double crochet, and now we're going to do our chain 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. So we have 6 chains that we have worked, 7 if you're using my preferred method of working in the round. And now we're going to double crochet into our loop, or that first chain if you're using my method. I'm off-centered. I don't know why I'm off-centered. That's weird. And now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet, and we're going to do that 4 more times for a total of 6 double crochets and 6 chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I talk too much and then I lose count. Alright, so we're at the end of this, so we're going to do our chain 3. Now instead of, sorry guys, I keep getting off-centered. Instead of a lot of times when we're working in the round, we would work in the top or the last chain of our starting chain. Because this starting chain counted as our chain 3, or our double crochet in our chain 3, we're going to work in the 1, 2, 3, third chain from the bottom, because that'll count as our double crochet. And then you have that chain 3 space. And then we're just going to work a slip stitch, just like that. And then using our end back there, we're going to pull it tight, less of a circle. I think I chained into number 4 instead of number 3. Apparently, I don't know how to count. Slip stitch. That looks better. Put that down so that you guys can see it. Do. Ta-da! Itty bitty hexagon. Now, for round 2, it reads chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This counts as your double crochet in a chain 1. And then you're going to work a double crochet and a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another double crochet into that chain 3 space from the previous round. And then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to double crochet into that next double crochet, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to work another corner. So that's a double crochet and a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and a double crochet into that next corner. You're going to chain 1, you're going to work your double crochet into your double crochet. Pretty basic. You work that way around, remembering to have a chain 1 between your double crochets, or if you're working in a corner, it would be a chain 3. Do 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 do. Do. All right, and then we're going to work our chain 1. We're at the start of the round, so we're going to work our chain 1. And if you recall, our chain 4 counted as our double crochet chain 1. So you do want to work 1, 2, 3. Your slip stitch, not at the top of the round, but in that third chain. So that way you have that chain 1 look. So I'll put this down so you can take a look at what it looks like after round 2. That's round 2. So now we're just going to continue on. Round 3 is very, very similar to round 2. You work your chain 4, counts as your double crochet in chain 1. And then you're going to double crochet into your next double crochet, which is right here. And then you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to do a double crochet chain 3 because we're in that corner space now. And then a double crochet. I don't know if I finished that sentence. We're in the corner space, so we're going to do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. And we're now going to do chain 1, and we're going to double crochet into our next double crochet, chain 1, and repeat, chain 1, and double crochet. So you're double crocheting into each double crochet with a chain 1 between the two, between double crochets, and in each corner space you're going to do double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So it's a lot of double crochets and a lot of chaining to give you that lacy sort of look. And keep coming off screen. We're just going to move you guys a little bit back there like this. Ta-da! Is that better? Can you guys see me now? And continue in this fashion all the way around. Not even sure that Hexagon 4 really requires a tutorial just because it is so basic. The rounds don't really change much. There's no real variation. It's just a nice, simple hexagon. And we did this on purpose because hexagon number 3, if you recall watching that tutorial, wasn't fun for me. I said in that tutorial I didn't really like the hexagon number 3. I did it so that I could say that I did it and I know what I'm doing and I can help you guys when you're doing it. But it caused a lot of headache for me and I didn't like it. So we decided I work that double crochet into a chain 1 space because I'm too busy talking and not really focused on what I'm doing. Into the double crochet. There we go. We decided to pair that particular hexagon with this one, just so that if you chose to do number 3 first, then that way you could be rewarded with something very simple and very basic once you're done all 10 of those. And if you chose to do number 4 first, well then that would kind of boost your confidence and let you know, like, yeah, I got this. I can tackle hexagon number 3, no problem. All right, so that's round number 3. And now round number 4, which is our last round. Most of our hexagons have like 5 or 6 rounds. This one only has 4. We're going to do a half double crochet. So we're going to chain 2, which counts as our half double crochet, and then we're going to half double crochet in each chain 1 space and in each double crochet to the corner. So here's a chain 1 space, we're going to half double crochet into that. Then we're going to half double crochet into our double crochet, and then in our chain 1 space, and then in our double crochet. And now we're at the corner, so the pattern says to half double crochet, chain 1. I don't know why we're chaining 1. I'm going to chain 2. You guys can choose to follow the pattern if you like. Chain 2 and then a half double crochet. Again, all in the same chain 3 space to make that corner. And then we're going to work that same repeat all the way across. We're going to do a half double crochet into that double crochet. We're going to do a half double crochet into that chain 1 space. And then we're going to do 1 here in this double crochet and in that chain 1 space. And then in this one. And then we've got a chain 1 space. And then in the double crochet. And then our chain 1 space. And then our double crochet. And now we're at the corner. So if you recall, we do a half, chain 2, half double crochet, and then repeat. We're going to repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4 more times for all the sides in our hexagon. Be careful not to skip any stitches. I almost did. I don't know if any of you caught that. I almost worked that half double crochet into the chain 1 space instead of the double crochet I was supposed to. Da, da, da. And in the corner we're going to do a half, chain 2, and half. Da, 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 da. And then again repeating double crochet, or sorry, half double crochet in your double crochet, half double crochet in your chain 1, all the way. If you choose to do a double crochet instead of a half double crochet round, just to kind of get that little bit of extra width in your hexagon, that's okay too. Like if you're done and you realize, you know what, a half double crochet is actually only like 5.5 inches, not 6 inches from side to side, which is our general gauge for this particular blanket, you can always undo that last round and do a round of double crochet. If you find that a half double crochet is too much, you can undo it and do single crochet. For myself, working this particular pattern, I just kind of got in the groove, and I actually did round 4, not with half double crochets, but I did very similar double crochet chain 1 all the way around, and it didn't look horrible, so I kept them. So I've got a few actually hidden in my blanket that don't actually have this sort of solid sort of look. It's lacy all the way straight to the end. Again, this is your blanket. You're going to make it the way that you want to make it. And ain't nobody gonna tell you that you're wrong, because you know what? There is no wrong, there's only you. So we're at our last quarter. Excuse me, yawning. And then we're going to half double crochet into that double crochet, chain 1 space, double crochet in your chain 1 space, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of our starting chain 2, and there you have it. Now, okay, that doesn't really look much like a hexagon, right? That's all right, because you know what? When you attach them all, in part 4, the weight of the blanket and the other hexagons, it's going to pull it and make those edges straight. So don't worry when, if you're done, it looks crumpled like that. It's fine. As long as you can smooth it out and it looks roughly hexagon shaped, like you can see, my straight edge really isn't all that straight. Again, the weight of the blanket, we're going to pull that. And nobody's really going to know the difference when we're all done, I promise. So there you have it. Hexagon number 4. Super quick. I said it would take 15 minutes. We're on minute 16 now. So like, look at that. That's pretty awesome. And as we can see, for whatever reason, that's really small. And I'm using the same yarn and the same hook. I don't know what I did. So I probably would go back and do an extra round of the double crochet, chain 1, and then do a round of either single crochet or half double crochets. Just to get that width that we want for our gauge. I honestly have no idea how that happened. Carrie Beth, can you help me? Did we omit a round in this pattern? Anyway, there you have it. It's pretty, and I will see you very soon. I'm going to do one more tutorial for you guys this week for the African flower hex. So I will see you soon.